youthhockey.com bulk editing. You should find the bulk editing tools incredibly useful and a great way to organize your ice slots. From the Organization Schedule tab, you will want to select List. From both the calendar and the list view, slots can be edited individually, but in the list view, you can edit slots in bulk. The key to editing quickly and efficiently is to get the items in the list that you want to edit. Youthhockey.com lets you select the month or create a date range, allowing you to edit up to the entire season at one time. Furthermore, it differentiates between editing events, such as practices or unassigned game slots, and editing games that have already been scheduled. Schedule filters apply changes to both your list view and your calendar view. These changes will stay until you select otherwise. In this case, the scheduler is chosen not to show slots at the Rock. Note under the rinks, Rock is not checked, and has eliminated his mite teams from his calendars for the time being. Of course, these can always be added back by rechecking them and clicking Save Changes. Unlike the schedule filters, Quick Filter is just applied for one change. In this case, the scheduler is looking at the date range from September 1st through November 30th. He selected to work on Fridays at the Forum. Once he's made these selections, he could use the checkbox on top to check all slots on Fridays at the Forum and then proceed to edit them. Once you've selected the slots that you want, you have several choices. You could delete them, you could change the start time, you could change the duration, or you could reassign it to a different team, or reassign it as a different type of event. For example, if you need to change a game slot to a practice. In this case, the scheduler is choosing to edit the start time on Tuesdays at the Coliseum in September. He clicks the clock and the box to the right appears. He can then use the drop-down to select how many minutes he would like to adjust the start time by. Once he's selected that, click Update. Here, the scheduler needs to reduce the duration of his slots in September by 30 minutes. He selects the slot, chooses duration, and from the window on the right, he adjusts the duration by the amount of minutes that he needs to change it, and then clicks Update. Following updating the duration, he decides to take these 3 slots and assign them as a shared ice practice. Here, he will choose Team and Type. The window to the bottom right will come up. He can choose Shared Ice Practice for the event type, and then choose the 2 teams that he'd like to provide these practices for, and then click Update. Here we see the results. The 6:35 slots on Friday are now shared ice practices for the Squirt A and Squirt B team. Here, the scheduler is choosing to edit his Friday night slots at the Forum in the month of October. He selects the slots that he wants to edit. He chooses Team and Type. Here, he is not changing the event type because he'd like to keep it as an available game slot, but he is assigning it to a specific team, the 16UAA team. Another useful bulk edit option is to edit a string of slots. In this case, the scheduler wants to delete his first slot on Sunday mornings. Notice he checked the box next to January 4th, 8 a.m. He then clicked Select All Slots like this. This selected all Sunday morning 8 a.m. slots that are displayed in the list view. It's important to note when editing a string of events that only the events that show in the list view will be edited. If you want to edit the entire string, you'll want to view the list by date range and extend the amount of slots shown in the list view. scheduler who uploads all his slots at unassigned can easily reassign them to specific teams using the team and type feature. In this case, the scheduler begins by assigning specific slots to the Bantam B team. He then assigns the next slot to the Bantam A's and the third slot to the Bantam AA's. In this case, the Bantam B's have the 9:10 slot, the Bantam A's have the 10:50 slot, and the Bantam AA's have a 12:30 slot. Of course, the scheduler can make this random. He could use the strings or other options to create a diverse schedule. Once you've organized your slots, you can use our Find a Game technology, or you can easily convert to a game or convert it to a practice. Choosing Convert to a Game will bring up the schedule on the left. A scheduler will just need to enter the away team, determine whether it's league or non-league, and hit Schedule the event. A scheduler who chooses to convert a slot to a practice would get the schedule to the right. Our organization summary tab makes it easy to keep track of everything. Notice that the Colts Pee Wee AA team has 21 available slots. They've scheduled 2 home games, 4 away games, and have 54 shared ice practices. Too much information on a particular day? Click the day. Click Day from the calendar view. Youthhockey.com divides the day into multiple columns, one for each of your rinks and one for other events such as away games or miscellaneous events.